With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down to Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
53, Mike, I'm here all day. Hey, Charlie. Alert, alert. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That'll be caught by Rice. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by the relentless Howie Long.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They're going to run the jet sweep with Rice. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this 2nd quarter of play, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda.
180. Alert.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 28 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Watch the run. Watch the run. Come on. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it. on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
53 at the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. 50. I want that. Give me that.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
What's the run? 750. Check it back, check it back. Check 43.
61, matchbox, light. Help out. Hey, echo.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's caught by Jackson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Undercrush.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Peterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 85 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Slant, 7-7. 5.
53's mine.
Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
54's Mike. Bring it. 54's Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Let's get this. Intercepted. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 40.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And all the way down to the 29. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was due in large part once again to the play of big number 7, their quarterback Ben Roethlisberger.
And as you and I both know, there can be some really good Big Ben days. There can be some not quite as good Big Ben days. But they're always going to be exciting, aren't they?
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily man.